everybody. Welcome. I'm Susanna DeBaca, the president and group publisher here at Business Publications Corporation, which is the parent company of DSM. And I am absolutely delighted to be here this afternoon hosting our inaugural DSM Home Design Awards. It's very exciting to launch the Home Design Awards, which is a natural extension of DSM Magazine's longtime stunning coverage of all things home and design. If you had not noticed, we at DSM love design, and we love showing you, our readers, the most intriguing, creative, and luxurious homes and gardens in the Greater Des Moines area. And we equally enjoy being able to highlight the exemplary talent in the home and design industries right here in Iowa. We have a fabulous program for you today, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it and introduce folks in a minute. But before we get started, I want to give you a couple of housekeeping notes. If we run into any technical issues and you lose a connection, just log off and log right back on the same link. You have a choice of gallery view or speaker view. If you want to see the pictures best, you might want to use gallery view. You also have a chat function. We would love to engage with you during the awards and hear what you're thinking. So if you have questions or comments or ideas to share, let's all use the chat function. Why don't you go ahead and try now? Just say hi or something so that we can show how excited we are to celebrate great design. Welcome everyone. I see people chatting in. I'm joined by a couple of very important people today. We'll be hearing a little bit more from them later, but let's greet them now. First, I want to welcome my co-hosts for today's awards. First, Christine Riccelli, our amazingly talented editor-in-chief of DSM Magazine. Christine?
Hello, Susanna, and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. After seeing all these gorgeous homes for months now as we put the issue together, I'm really thrilled to be able to share all of them with you today.
And welcome to my other co-host, Deidre DeGier, DSM contributor and all-around tastemaker, who you may have recently seen hosting our DSM dinner parties. Deidre?
Awesome. I am excited to be here tonight because one, homes are so incredibly important to me, and I love design in so many spaces, but most importantly, we're here to support small businesses, which I think we can't do enough of. And so I'm delighted to be joining each and every one of you all tonight. Susanna, thank you for inviting me. Christine, I can't wait for this experience.
Excellent. I'd also like to welcome a few other people. You'll be hearing more from them later, but since you see them on screen, I'd like to welcome them. Kurt Gibson, President and CEO of Community State Bank, our presenting sponsor. Want to wave and say hi, Kurt?
Hi, everybody.
Excellent. And we are delighted to be joined by a few of our esteemed judges. That's how we refer to them the entire time, esteemed judges. We have Claudia Kackler, who is the executive director of the Iowa Architectural Foundation. Claudia?
Hello.
Hello. Here she is. Hi, Claudia.
Happy to be here. Thank you for doing this.
Excellent. Wonderful. Next, we have Neil Ward, who is an associate professor of graphic design at Drake University, and we'll spotlight him. Welcome, Neil.
Hello. It's an honor to be here and to look at all the amazing design that is happening in the Des Moines area.
Fantastic. Next, we have Kim Oxberger, who is the president and owner of Saxton. Hi, Kim. You're on mute. It happened early.
Sorry. There we go. Classic. Thank you for having me. It's been a very exceptional event.
Wonderful. And the last judge that we have with us here today is Angela Jackson, who is the owner of The Great Frame Up and an executive at Athene. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Suzanne. Hello, everyone. So excited to be here. It was a wonderful opportunity to judge wonderful creations and design in all of Central Iowa.
Terrific. So you'll be seeing these folks again very soon, but let's go ahead and get started. When you got your reminder about the program today, you should have received a virtual program, but if not, we're putting it in the chat so you can follow along with our show flow this afternoon. So I think you'll see that appear. You can just click on it if you want to follow along. And in a minute, we'll more formally introduce and thank presenting sponsor Community State Bank, as well as our other sponsors. And I'll tell you about some compelling prizes that you can win during this event. Then next, we'll reveal the cover of our new March-April DSM issue, which includes the home issue that features the Home Design Award winners and awardees that you're going to learn about today. Next, we'll hear a little bit more about the outside anonymous judging process, and we'll meet, I guess you'll see again, some of these judges who will tell you a little bit about their impressions of the slate of nominees and a little bit about the process. And then we'll go ahead and get into the awards themselves. I want to be clear right off the bat, and I'll remind everyone again that all of our awardees today are already winners. They were selected by our judges in an anonymous process out of a very large pool, over 150 submissions. And what we're doing today is further awarding a bronze, silver, and a gold designation to those winners. So that's how that's going to work. First, we're going to look at exteriors, then interiors, then details and homes. And finally, we'll see who readers voted Reader's Choice from our website voting. So Christine, which category are you most excited about?
Well, I seriously love all of the categories, but I have to admit, I was completely wowed by the kitchens, and so wowed that now, of course, I don't like my kitchen and I want to remodel it, even though it's new. I just moved into a new house 3 years ago.
What about you, Deidre?
You know, I don't know if anybody watched SNL a few weeks ago where they did the Zillow ad. Essentially, Zillow was replacing a relationship. That is who I am. I go to sleep after I do my work. I'm usually going to sleep looking at homes. And so I am incredibly inspired to be not only dreaming about homes, but living it right here. We just put our house on the market. And so I am living and breathing everything home interior design at this point in time.
So Deidre's going to be taking notes at the same time that she's co-hosting. That's great. Well, I was particularly inspired by some of the exteriors. I love all the categories, but our outside lighting is really terrible. And so I'm just looking forward to it all. So folks who are joining us in the audience, I would love to learn what you can't wait to see. So please chat what you are most looking forward to. Let's see what people are saying. So this award show would not be possible without our sponsors. So I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Community State Bank. We are so appreciative to Community State Bank for helping make this inaugural award event possible. Home and Design is a natural fit for CSB, which is one of the top banks in Iowa and a leader in the home building industry, as well as in commercial real estate. Joining us today, you met him a minute ago, is Kurt Gibson, the president and CEO of Community State Bank, or CSB. Kurt, welcome.
Great. Thank you, Susanna, and thanks to the entire DSM team for launching the first ever Home Design Awards. When we learned you were recognized in the industry, we didn't think twice about supporting the event. It's going to be fantastic. Community State Bank's extremely thankful for the relationships we've built with so many talented and respected home builders and design firms and renovators over the years. You guys really keep us busy. I'm always amazed at the number of homes built and sold each year, and equally impressed with the quality and the numerous features that we get to appreciate with these various projects. We couldn't be happier to see your businesses and the home builder community thrive. You continue to make Central Iowa the best place to live. I think we can all agree there's no place like home. And I really appreciated it this past year because I used home as an office. I used it to stream my favorite shows. I used it as a shelter in storms. I used it to build memories with my family. And I also used it as the spot where I shopped from. So when I think about what home design, the profession, has done for our community, this quote says it well. A house is made of bricks and beams. A home is made of hopes and dreams. All of us at Community State Bank are blessed to be part of helping you build homes and hopes and dreams. Thank you for coming today. I'm really excited to recognize the winners, and I'm sure you are too. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Susanna.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kurt. We're going to hear more from Kurt and Community State Bank later in the program because he is going to help us introduce the awardees in the homes category. In addition to our presenting sponsor, Community State Bank, I'd like to thank the following sponsors for this awards event as well. Spectrum Lighting, Gilchrist Jewett, Warner Stellian, and the City of Urbandale Urban Loop. Thank you so much to everyone for sponsoring this wonderful event. And speaking of our sponsors, not only did they make this event possible, they also generously provided some fabulous prizes to give away today. Prizes that you can win simply by being online with us today. Deidre, do you want to tell us about the prizes and how the drawings will work?
Of course, we've got a few good prizes in store. $300 worth of cookware from Warner Stellian, $50 gift card from Spectrum Lighting, $100 DoorDash gift card from Community State Bank. Again, more opportunities to support our small businesses here locally. Periodically throughout the presentation today, we'll be drawing names of each and every one of you all who are here, or at least amongst the folks who are here, as Susanna just stated. And we'll make sure that we let you all know who's winning. We want to make sure that you're logged on. For names, for folks who are actually logged on, we will call your names out there. So please stay on, keep your fingers crossed. You need to be here. We want you to experience this moment so that we can see your lovely face when we gift you this prize. So make sure you stay logged on for the course of this event to receive one of these excellent prizes.
Excellent. So I think I need to point out, speaking of being in our homes, as Kurt said, I think Deidre is actually at her grandmother's house. Isn't that right?
Yes, I'm at my grandmother's house in the state of Mississippi. We're actually here doing some home improvements. If many of you all know, Mississippi experienced a great deal of storms and terrible weather. And as a result, my grandma got some holes in her roof. And so we're here now. Actually, the roofers are gone, so you're not hearing them knocking on the top. But yeah, I'm here, and she's got this lovely den area that I chose to just use as the backdrop. But I'm happy to be with her and experience this time in Mississippi, even though we got to do work. It's not so much fun then, huh?
Yeah, it's part of the deal, isn't it? So,
It's part of the deal.
yeah. So next, let's hear from Christine about the issues.
Thank you, Susanna. So you'll find the home issue with the March-April issue. So you'll have plenty to enjoy over the next few months. It's essentially a double issue. And the March issue we put together in the throes of winter. You all remember winter, I'm sure. So to remind ourselves and our readers, you, that spring really will arrive, we decided to feature this garden vignette from local horticulturist Kelly Norris on the cover. Inside the issue, the March issue, you'll find a range of stories we know will inform and inspire you. I'm especially excited about stories featuring younger people. They are just injecting such energy into our community. I love doing stories on them. They're making such a difference through their businesses, through their activism, through their art, including Billy Weathers, who you see here, and Anthony Muse, and some other younger people as well. The home issue cover, if you want to move to that, there we go, features a stunning bathroom that was part of a project by Substance Architecture. You'll find more out about that project in just a bit. So for locations where you can pick up your copy of the issue, check our website. Of course, we also encourage you to subscribe, which is how you can make sure that you won't ever miss an issue, and you don't want to ever miss an issue. I also want to let you know that in future issues and in DSM Weekly, our free weekly newsletter, we'll be spotlighting more of the rooms and homes that were entries in the Home Design Awards. So more coverage of Home Design Awards entries coming. The home issue wouldn't have been possible without DSM Managing Editor Beth Esslinger. I just want to give a huge shout out to her. I essentially dropped this project on her lap and said, here we go, figure it out. And she led it, the whole effort, with great skill and enthusiasm and energy. Also want to give a big shout out to Design Director Annabelle Weimer, who's responsible for the fantastic look of the issue and who is, of course, responsible for the fantastic look of every issue we do.
So since Christine is thanking folks, this is a great time to thank everyone on the DSM team. I'm just going to say your first names since we don't have, an enormous amount of time, but thank you to Sean, Sarah, Luke, Alex, Emily, Yolanda, Rebecca, Rochelle, and of course, Connie Weimer. The talented DSM team has been working so hard on this issue and these awards since last summer. We're very proud of them. And we cannot wait to show everyone else how gorgeous these designs and homes are. Since this is our first Home Design Award, I wanted to share a little bit about why we're doing this in the first place and why we think home and design are so important. Now, I was an art and design major and as an undergrad, so that's passionate, I'm passionate about this, but Christine, how long has DSM Magazines actually been looking at home and design?
Well, Susanna, we've been featuring homes, design, and gardens since Connie founded the magazine 18 years ago. It's always been a part of our coverage. But last year, as the pandemic hit, we started thinking even more about how vital our homes are, inside and out, and the role design plays in our lives. We know that Des Moines has great interior designers, architects, home builders. We work with these people all the time and feature the projects in our magazine. But do others truly get to see and appreciate the work and talent we have here in Des Moines?
That's exactly it, Christine. When the pandemic hit, we did some focus groups with home and design professionals in the spring to try to understand some of the challenges that they were facing. And we were so inspired that we decided we wanted to even further elevate the top interior designers, architects, landscape architects, craft people, and builders in the Des Moines metro area. We dreamed this up, we sent out a call for submissions, and frankly, we were blown away. Blown away first by the sheer unexpected number of submissions, and secondly, by the extraordinary quality of submissions. In this issue and in these awards, you're going to get an inside look at the most impressive projects in our area and see what our expert judges deem to be the best of the best.
Speaking of our judges, we were absolutely thrilled with our slate of amazing judges, local here, and just the value that they add to local art, design, and architecture. I mean, these folks are tastemakers in their own right. And so I want to give them another shout out. I know you all saw them wave and heard from them earlier, but we're excited to have Kim Oxberger from the president and owner of Saxton, Claudia Cackler, the executive director of Iowa Architectural Foundation. We also have Jeff Fleming, the director of the Des Moines Art Center, Hua Lee, the associate professor of interior design at Iowa State University, Angela Jackson, the owner of the Great Frame Up, Stephen Orr, Vice President of the Group Editorial Director, Meredith, and Group Editorial Director of Meredith Corporation, Editor-in-Chief of Better Homes and Gardens, and Neil Ward, Associate Professor of Graphic Design at Drake University. These judges judged alone and in an anonymous process, just to make sure that we're keeping the process objective. They were given a judge's packet of submissions, photos, and write-ups without identifying any of the information of folks. So this was done completely anonymously and objectively because we wanted to really focus on the true art, regardless of the person behind it in the judging process. We wanted to really focus on the art and the design. And we are incredibly proud of these judges. Susanna, a few of our judges are here with us today. So before we dive into the actual awards, I think it'd be great for us to talk to them a little bit and hear their perspective about the judging process.
Excellent. Well, first, I want to ask a question to Kim Oxberger. So Kim, as the president and owner of Saxton, which is a leading interior design firm, clearly you're an expert in the industry. How did you find the caliber of work?
Yeah, so when you asked me to judge, we do commercial interiors. That's kind of the area we live in. And so it was really fun to take a look at home interiors. And when you ask the question, what did I think about the caliber of the work? I would probably sum it up as exceptional. I have to say, I was a little surprised at how exceptional all the entries really were. So I kept going back and forth, and I was like trying to figure out, like, how do you decide, who some of these winners are? It was really hard. And then I have to also admit, I'm very envious. Like, I want to live in a lot of these spaces that I saw. So it makes you like want to redo your house or move. But the wine cellars blew me away. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the wine cellars were amazing, which you'll end up seeing here soon, I'm sure. But then, when I thought about it after, because we didn't know who these designers and architects were. And so then once the judging was finished and we were able to hear who these people were, I was like, well, of course, this is amazing work. I was familiar with a lot of them. I've had the privilege of working with many of them. And we're really fortunate to live in a community that has exceptional architects and designers and values great design. So it was really fun. It was a really fun experience.
We were thrilled that you could judge. So next up, I want to ask Claudia Kackler a question. Claudia, as the head of the Iowa Architectural Foundation, you're thinking about architecture and aesthetics every day. From that point of view, what struck you about the submissions?
Well, you're right, Susanna. I do think about that all the time. At first, I was struck, like Kim, with the quality of the design talent that we have in this community. I also was struck by the creativity and imagination that some of the architects and designers put into their work to create really highly personal and memorable spaces. With this being the first year of the awards, my hope is that over time, as word gets out, more designers, architects, and builders will enter their work, and the awards program will really take off and grow over the years.
Wonderful, thank you. Neil Ward, you are a professor of graphic design at Drake University with a focus on human-centered design. Why is design so important to a community? And what does it mean to us in Iowa and Des Moines that we have such talented home and design professionals here?
That we do. So design is everywhere, from the clothing we put on to the objects we interact with and the architecture that we live in. And really understanding human measurements and behaviors can help to design for the needs of a community or a family, such as a coat room off of a garage for a family entering their home to organize coats, shoes, backpacks, and sporting equipment, or a luxurious outdoor space for entertaining guests and ensuring their comfort, both focusing on the measurements, needs, and behaviors of its inhabitants for a much better quality of life. And then the second question, well, it means that everybody has access to professionals in the area that understand human needs and can build and design your dream home or design your dream space, all of which I've had the honor of judging for the inaugural DSM Home Design Awards this year.
Excellent. Well, the human-centered design sounds very, very fascinating. And I'm also pleased to welcome Angela Jackson. And my question for Angela is, you own a frame store, you see beautiful art all the time, you're thinking about design and also are a community leader. So from that vantage point, talk a little bit about the quality of the work that you saw.
Well, the quality was amazing. I was blown away. I agree with a lot of what the judges have already said. And the other thing that was really important for me was that there was artwork that was representative of the community as well as the design. And so the artwork and architecture was phenomenal. As an owner of a frame shop, art is really important. And it was wonderful to see really detail that the designers took in placing the art as well as the objects and the interiors for many of the spaces. So it was a thrill to participate.
Wonderful. Well, thank you to all of our judges. We are so pleased that you could join us. And now we're going to let them go off camera so that they can have a beverage and watch from the comfort of their own homes. So thank you very much again for judging and for being here. So now we are actually going to get on with the awards. And for each category, we'll start out with a quick video kind of kicking off the category and the subcategory. The first category is exteriors. Deidre and I are going to tag team on that. But first, let's roll the video and you'll hear some comments from the judges.
Design's important to me because, design creates an experience. It can make you feel really good. It can make you feel really calm.
I would say good design is authentic. It does not necessarily relate to the historical or certain traditional design or certain culture, but just an authentic design that has its own meaning.
Excellent. So you saw that our first category is exteriors. And with the winter that we've had and the continued need for social distancing, I'm sure that we're all anxious to get out and use our decks, patios, and porches as soon as possible. And that is our first subcategory. What you're going to see first are the winners, the finalist winners. And then Deidre will show you who is the bronze, who is the silver, and who are the gold awardees. So the winners in this category are
Are you ready?
I'm ready, yes. Our Kimberly Development, Silent Rivers Design and Build, and Groundbreaker Homes. They know this already, yes. And Deidre, the awards go to?
And the winners are the bronze goes to Groundbreaker Homes, silver goes to Silent Rivers Design and Build, and the gold goes to Kimberly Development. Man, some of these porches, it doesn't, if my home could look like a hotel like that, I mean, I'd be on cloud nine. I mean, these designs are incredible. The exteriors are incredible. And I love the thought behind the exterior and the design should be authentic. I just love that. I love that as an expression of who the owner is, who the designer is. It's superb.
I want to live in all of these right now. Exactly. So our next category is outdoor kitchen. And Deidre, I didn't actually know before these awards that I needed an outdoor kitchen, but I do. And even more,
Need.
I need a pizza oven. And I was inspired. So we had 2 winners in this category, K&V Homes and Outdoor Transformations. And so Deidre,
The silver goes to Outdoor Transformations and the gold to K&V Homes. Man, having an outdoor kitchen is an incredible experience, right? You probably don't have to clean up as much as you would in the house. You definitely don't have to sweep the floors, right?
I like that concept that we can just sweep them off. So now I know you're saying how we can't see these pictures well enough on our computer.
Oh, sure.
Right. So this is why you'll want to make sure that you take a look at the magazine so you have the opportunity to really dig into some of these beautiful, beautiful photos. So our next category is residential landscape design, just absolutely phenomenal. And the winners in this category are outdoor.
The winners.
Well, first we'll show who's in the category.
I see. I'm so excited about winning. I'm sorry, Suzanne.
You're stepping on it. Yes. So Outdoor Transformations, that's the one with the pizza oven on the top. Then Kimberly Development for this beautiful exterior in the middle. And then Outdoor Transformation had another entry. And so the awards go to?
The bronze winner is Outdoor Transformation, silver, Kimberly Development. Amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. And our final subcategory in exteriors is residential swimming, spa, and water features. And this time of year, I mean, don't you just want to be doing all of those things, right? Some gorgeous, gorgeous winners in this category. K&V Homes for this gorgeous pool. Silent Rivers and Design for this gorgeous water feature, and Kimberly Development for the pool and surrounding area. And the awards, Deidre?
Bronze goes to Silver Rivers Design and Build. The silver winner is K&V Homes. And the gold goes to Kimberly Development. Man, what a pool. What a pool.
Yes, with the recent below zero weather still frozen in my memory, this pool that has 4 fountains and ambient lighting is definitely calling my name.
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. And you know, what I also love about that if you're in the home, you get that incredible view with all of the great windows in that home. It's beautiful.
So congratulations to all of the winners in the exteriors category. Nice little fireworks. And Deidre, are you going to do the drawing?
I think we have a drawing, the first giveaway for a $50 gift card from Spectrum Lighting. So the first winner is, I hope you are on, and I hope you go by the name Quinn. Quinn, are you in the building? Please just say hello to us in the chat, Quinn, and you get a $50 gift card from Spectrum Lighting.
That's Quinn Becker.
Hello, Quinn Becker.
Congratulations. Excellent. Well, that was exteriors, and what amazing, stunning work. And now we are going to move on to interiors. And as we did before, we'll kick off this category with a video and some comments from the judges.
Design has a profound impact on how we experience life. And so what makes good design? I think spaces that are really designed to elevate the human experience.
But we have to say that the market is a part of this, and fashion is a part of that. Fashion meaning what is deemed successful at this point in time. If we look back perhaps at 60s and 70s architecture, it perhaps has not stood the test of time, but if you look at Mies van der Rohe, also from that point in time, it's considered classic architecture and classic design. It is what gels with aesthetics at a particular point in time.
So when we create a great space and people thrive in it, that's our goal. People are benefiting from that, having a better day, doing better work, enjoying life more.
So Christine is going to tag team with me on interiors. And our first category, or subcategory rather, is specialty room winners. This was an incredibly popular category for entries, and it consists of projects including home gyms, music rooms, craft rooms, bars, home theaters, wine cellars, Kim mentioned, mud rooms, laundry or children's rooms, libraries, foyers, anything you might want to have designed for your personal needs or taste. That's what a specialty room is. So the winners in this subcategory, there are more than 3 because we had some ties. Eden and Gray Design Build, Design to Build, Grand Homes and Renovations, and Aaron's Home Design. And Christine, who do the awards go to? You're on mute, Christine.
Sorry. Okay, so the bronze is a tie, Designed to Build and Aaron's Home Improvement. Silver goes to Eden and Gray Design Build, and the gold to Grand Homes and Renovations. I know if I had this wine cellar, I would never reemerge above ground. I'd just stay there. This extraordinary project was led by Grand Homes, and you may have noticed that Design to Build had the same entry, as they were also contributors to the project. And you can read more about that in the magazine.
Fantastic. Don't we all really want an underground wine cellar? Yes, we do. Our next subcategory in interiors is small kitchens, which we define to be up to 200 square feet. I lived in Manhattan for a long time. That actually was a large kitchen in Manhattan, but here we call it a small kitchen. And you are going to want a new kitchen when you see these winners. So the winners in this category are Modern Studio, Teal Creek Homes, and MBG Renovation. And the awards go to?
The bronze goes to MBG Renovation, the silver to Teal Creek Homes, and the gold to Modern Studio for this 175 square foot remodel featuring clean lines, white marble countertops, high-end appliances. It is just beautiful.
I love that little pop of orange because that's our color today, right? Our next subcategory in interiors is large kitchen. Kitchens from 201 square feet and above. This is actually one of my favorite categories because I seem to live in my kitchen, and like most people, I wish it were a little larger because everybody wants to squeeze into it when we're having a party. Remember what those used to be, Christine? The winners in this category, yes, I don't remember either, but someday we'll have friends in our kitchen again. The winners in this category, and it does look like we have some ties, are Modern Touches, Projects Contemporary Furniture, Elizabeth Aaron Designs, Jillian Lair Interior Design, and AIM Kitchen and Bath. Christine?
And the bronze goes to, we have another tie of AIM Kitchen and Bath and Elizabeth Aaron Designs. The silver goes to Jillian Lair Interior Design. And we also have a tie for gold. The golds go to Modern Touches for this stunning light-filled kitchen. I mean, look at those lights. Oops, Oh, we've already moved on. Okay, and the tie also goes, the gold also goes to Projects Contemporary Furniture for this incredibly sophisticated space that features 2 expansive islands, a wine bar, a warm walnut cabinetry. Gorgeous. I would just live in that kitchen if I could. You could just kind of put your sleeping bag right on top of that counter, I think. Congratulations to both gold winners.
They're just fantastic. Our next subcategory is primary suite winners. And the winners in this category, and who doesn't just want to curl up, you know, in the winter in a beautiful room, are remodeling contractors, Silent Rivers Design and Build, and K. Renee Home. And the awards go to
Bronze goes to Silent Rivers Design and Build. Silver to K. Renee Home. And the gold to remodeling contractors for this spa-like and restful bedroom bathroom suite. Congratulations.
our next subcategory in interiors is living room. And as Kurt had said earlier, we all seem to be living in our houses. So this was the entertainment space of 2020 and 21 so far. The winners in this category are Black Birch Homes and Design, The Elements at Prairie Trail, and Rosalie Gallagher Designs Limited. And the winner or the awards go to?
The bronze goes to The Elements at Prairie Trail, the silver to Rosalie Gallagher Designs, and the gold to Black Birch Homes and Design for this bright, airy space in a new home. It's built in the popular modern farmhouse style. It's just beautiful. Congratulations to all.
So next up, we have designing room, or excuse me, we have dining rooms. And the winners in this category are K. Renee Home, Liz Lidgett Design, Gallery and Design, and the Kenilworth House.
And the bronze goes to the Kenilworth House, silver to Liz Lidgett Gallery and Design, and the gold to K. Renee Home for this dining room that just totally exudes casual elegance, relaxing vibe. What a view. Congratulations to all.
I love how the kitchen and the dining room, you kind of flow from one to the other. Just beautiful.
I do too.
And our last interiors category is bath. Fantastic category, amazing entrance. And the winners in this category are Rosalie, these are some ties here, Rosalie Gallagher Designs Limited, Eden and Gray Design Build, Projects Contemporary Furniture, and Texturious Designs.
There is a tie for bronze, Rosalie Gallagher Designs and Texturous Designs. The silver goes to Eden and Gray Design Build. And the gold for Interiors Bath Award is Projects Contemporary Furniture. Clean, white. This is a remodeled bath. It has sculptural fixtures, creating a sleek, highly sophisticated look. Just gorgeous. Congratulations to all.
Okay, Christine, I think you're up for the drawing.
Oh, okay. So before we go to our next category, it's time to draw for one of the prizes. Our second drawing will be for a $100 DoorDash gift card from Community State Bank. So, Stacy, are you texting me the winner? Do we have a winner?
So I've got it.
It looks like we do have a winner.
Okay.
Yep, Deidre, go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like Jerome Carlson is our winner. Jerome, dinner on you tonight, right? Jerome, are you still on? Please just put your name or just say hello to us in the chat. Jerome Carlson.
Jerome Carlson. Well, if he is not here in 10 seconds, I think we go to the next winner, don't you think? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, who is next?
Marjorie Rowland is buying us dinner. Marjorie, are you still in? Or Margie?
Let's see if she is on or able to text.
Just say hello to us in the chat.
Claim your prizes. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to move on to details. And then when we draw the next time, if any of you, if Jerome or Margie, however you say your name, if you are around, please chat by then. If we don't see it, then we'll go back and Stacy will give us a different winner that we'll draw. So congratulations to somebody. Oh, we've got Dean Rowland out there who I think is claiming for Margie, must be. So, okay, we've got a winner.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
Okay, so the next subcategory that, well, we've got Jerome Carlson here too. Okay, so the two of you, we will contact you because it looks like there's a tie and we'll figure that out. So
Of course.
yes, our process is probably people are not right up at their screen. Okay, so on to details. We know it's all in the details, and the category includes everything from millwork to fireplaces to use of stone and glass. Just a beautiful category that showcases some amazing craftspersonship. So here's a video so that we can see some highlights.
I've always enjoyed talking to designers about the motivations behind what they're doing. And I'm very visually oriented. Of those projects that we saw, I think a lot of the smaller projects appealed to me the most.
For me, design is the relationship between humans and our environment. So the best design really focuses on the people that will be experiencing it.
Fantastic. And our first subcategory in details is millwork. You are going to be very, very envious. This includes stair and railing and custom cabinetry, all touches that really make a home very, very special and unique. The winners in this category are Kimberly Development, Megan Bloom Interiors, and another entry by Kimberly Development. And Deidre?
So the bronze goes to Kimberly Development, and the silver goes to Megan Blum, and the gold goes to Kimberly Development. Look at the detail, even in those cabinets, some call them pullouts. I mean, just obviously this was meant and made for someone. It's beautiful. Congratulations, Kimberly Development.
I think actually you can see that's a custom knife drawer there. I mean, just absolutely stunning and wonderful, as I said, craftspersonship. The homeowner.
And for Christine, who I bet she'd like to sleep on this counter too. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Exactly. So the next category in details is interior and exterior lights. I told you guys this was one of my favorite categories. This category really inspired me to up our game because we pretty much have a basic porch light and that is completely lame after looking at these just absolutely stunning entries. So the winners in this category are Lighting Bug Outdoor Lighting and Electric. That's one on top, Kimberly Development, and then a second entry by Lighting Bug Outdoor Lighting and Electric. And Deidre, who did the awards go to?
All right, and the bronze and silver both go to Lighting Bug Outdoor Lighting and Electric. It's a little hard to see, but the photos on the top include lighting for an outside ball court, and it's a life-size chessboard as well. So we got a bocce ball court and life-size chess. I mean, it's just great, along with the fire pit. It's amazing. And then our gold goes to Kimberly Development for the sophisticated interior lighting. Look at just everything going on here. You've got vertical lighting on the backside of that stairwell. I mean, it's just a well-lit home and makes for an incredible design and an experience. Congratulations again, Kimberly.
Next up in details, we have interior use of stone and tile. And these kind of details can completely make all of the difference in a room. The winners in this category are Modern Studio, Megan Bloom Interiors, and K&V Homes.
So the winners, the bronze goes to Modern Studio, and the silver goes to Megan Bloom Interiors, and the gold category, it goes to K&V Homes, who used a cultured stone. This is an 18-foot fireplace. I mean, it is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Congratulations, K&V Homes.
And Deidre, I think they actually repeated that same stone in the adjacent kitchen and dining. So it all kind of this visual flow through. Amazing.
Yeah.
So speaking of fireplaces, our next details subcategory is actually fireplaces, a feature that everybody wanted this winter. If you did not have one, I think I pretty much lived in front of my fireplace. The winners in this category are Kimberly Development, Megan Bloom Interiors, and a second entry by Kimberly Development. And Deidre, the awards go to?
Yes, the bronze goes to Kimberly Development, and the silver winner is Megan Bloom Interiors, and the gold goes to Kimberly Development. The design of this elegant, compact fireplace it's outside of the box, but it's placed off-centered on purpose, and just creates for an amazing type of just gathering situation for an individual. And it's quite modern too. Love the tiles on the floor. Congratulations to Kimberly for this amazing fireplace. This is one that I wouldn't mind sitting around all day.
I think I would not mind sitting in front of any of them, but those swimming pools are also looking pretty, pretty good. So our last subcategory in details is decorative glass and mirror. This looks to me like it would be a very difficult category to photograph, but just so dramatic, such creative entries. We had just two in this category, Megan Bloom Interiors and Kimberly Development. So the awards went in which order?
The silver goes to Kimberly Development, and the gold goes to Megan Bloom Interiors, who created this luxurious bath and floor to ceiling tiling. I mean, and mirrors, it's bright, it's elegant. I mean, to see those mirrors go from the countertop all the way to the ceiling. I mean, and it's creative, it's extravagant, it's different. I love it. Excellent. Congratulations to Megan Bloom.
And congratulations to all of the winners in the details category. So incredibly inspiring and creative. We so appreciate the craftspersonship here in our area. So our next category is homes. This is the culmination of everything that we've seen so far. And as we did before, let's start off with a quick clip.
Design is important. It can make the difference between a space that is fully functional for somebody, that promotes health and wellness, or promotes various emotions.
I love design because it's the interface between people and style. So it's the interface between architecture and humans, the interface between a person and a product. And that's where the magic happens.
I love these judges' comments about the meaning of design and why it's so important. Alex Kelly on our team put these little videos together, and Luke Manderfeld interviewed folks, but it reminds us we're not just looking at pictures. Design has such significance to our community, and it has such significance to us personally. Our homes are so important to us. As Kurt said, our homes have been where we pretty much have been for the last 12 months. So even more, I think, important to us. So to help me out with the homes category, I'm welcoming back Kurt Gibson of Community State Bank, our presenting sponsor. We're going to tag team just the way that we've done with the others. So our first category in homes is traditional architecture. These are just some absolutely beautiful examples of traditional architecture. The winners in this category are Imprint Architects, Silent Rivers Design and Build, and Almond Design. And Kurt, who did the award go to?
So the bronze goes to Almond Design, the silver to Imprint Architects, and the gold goes to Silent Rivers Design and Build.
So this is just amazing. It is a 5,000 square foot home in the rolling hills of Madison County, built in the popular farmhouse style. I mean, I just love that traditional look on the outside, but then that beautiful modern interior. The next subcategory is room remodel, before and after the makeover. I absolutely love this category because seeing the transformations is just absolutely fascinating, the vision of the architects. So the winners in this category are Kitchen and Bath Company, Michelle Pulver Designs, and Wild Rose Interiors. And Kurt, the award
Yes.
to?
So the bronze goes to Wild Rose Interiors. The silver goes to Michelle Pulver Designs. And the gold goes to the Kitchen and Bath Company.
So look at this before and after. Look how they completely transformed. It wasn't very old, a space from the 2000s, from a dark, crowded kitchen to a much cleaner, more modern look with a quartz island and backsplash. The whole thing is so inviting now. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful work. Our next subcategory is another one of my favorites. I think they're all my favorites. And it's historic renovation and restoration. And these entries are for those renovations or restorations on structures that are 50 plus years old. The winners in this category are Barnum Floors, Zenith Design and Build, and K&V Homes. Kurt?
And the bronze goes to Barnum Floors. The silver goes to Zenith Design and Build. And the gold goes to K&V Homes.
Everything is fantastic, but this gold entry, K&V worked to update the kitchen and the sitting area in this historic home. And they did a lovely job of keeping the character of the original older home while adding modern features. Not always easy when you're working with codes from a long time ago. So wonderful job. Our next subcategory in homes is addition projects. We had two winners in this category, Grand Homes and Renovation and Silent Rivers Design and Build. Kurt?
And the silver goes to Grand Homes and Renovation. And the gold goes to Silent Rivers Design and Build.
So the gold awardee is an addition in a walkie house where the owners wanted to replace a dysfunctional deck with a really vibrant sunroom. And you may not be able to see, you can in the magazine, this sunroom has multiple seating areas that take advantage of the changing light. This gorgeous vaulted ceiling. It just looks so cozy and inviting, and a place you just want to sit and read a book. And our last subcategory is contemporary architecture. And there are a lot of winners because we had some ties. The winners in this category are Substance Architecture, Roland Construction Company, Imprint Architects, Plan Architecture, and Novak Design Group. And Kurt?
So we have a tie for bronze. The tie goes to Novak Design Group and Roland Construction Company. The silver goes to Plan Architecture. And we also have a tie for gold. So one of the gold winners is Imprint Architects, and the other gold is Substance Architecture.
Just both so modern and clean and spare. Really, really inspiring work. Just amazing to see this kind of talent in traditional Iowa. Very exciting. And this must have been a pretty tough category for the judges by the look of the ties, but we love it when there's so much recognition. So congratulations to all of the winners in the homes category. And thank you again, Kurt Gibson from Community State Bank.
Thank you, Susanna.
So we've had so many great entries, and we want to give our congratulations to everyone who entered and to those who've won awards in the 4 major categories this afternoon. But now, in our final award for today, we'll announce Reader's Choice Awards in each category. So there's 4 Reader's Choice from the whole pool of subcategories for any given category. The way this worked is that, unlike the blind judging process, you, the readers, were the judges. We showcased all of the designs on our website, which you can go check out. I really encourage you to look at the website because it's fantastic. And readers voted. The awards in this category are strictly based on whoever had the most likes by readers. Christine, tell us who the awards go to.
Gladly, Susanna. The Reader's Choice Awards go to the exteriors category, goes to Kimberly Development for this stunning patio and porch. Gorgeous. We saw that before. Amazing. For interiors, the Reader's Choice goes to Black Birch Homes and Design for their living room. For details, the award goes to Kimberly Development's entry in millwork. Beautiful, look at that staircase. And for homes, Roland Construction Company is the Reader's Choice for their entry in contemporary architecture. Congratulations to all. I also would like to encourage you all to go to the website to see, you can blow up the pictures really big on your computer. It has all of the finalists, all of the winners.
Excellent. And I think we're now at our final drawing.
Okay, so we've got our final drawing, the $300 cookware set from Warner's. You know, I'm gonna allow Susanna to make the executive decision. You know, we've already had 2 winners come out. Do we give the 3rd person this one, or do we just bring out a new name?
Now, I think the most fair thing to do is that both Jerome and Margie Rowland will win number 2. We'll figure out how to make that work. And we've got a new name for—
Yes, we do.
Yes, for the last giveaway. And Deidre, I think you've just got that texted to you.
I did. It's Andrea Westmeyer. Andrea Westmeyer, are you still with us? We'll give you a little bit of time, but this is an incredible cookware set worth $300. And, you know, we've shown, oh, there she is. Andrea, you can feel free to give this to me if you'd like. Are you interested in gifting it away? Because I'll take it. I'll take it. But this is an incredible cookware set to go along with, and she said, no, not at all.
No.
An incredible cookware set to go along with the kitchen you have right now. You can cook in the kitchen you have right now with this set. So this is amazing.
I don't know, Andrea might need an entire before and after renovation. She may need a new home. I mean, it just, who knows what she needs. It's like when you get new shoes and you need a new outfit, you get new cookware. It's all downhill from here.
A whole nother budget later, right?
Excellent. Wonderful. So congratulations to all of our Reader's Choice winners. Congratulations to our drawing winners. We want to wrap up, but we have some important announcements to make before we go. As you know, here at DSM, we have lots of events going on all the time, and we have a number of events coming up in the next couple of weeks. On April 15th, we have the first in our series of Lifting the Veil events. That's a series that highlights mental health. This year, our series is called Life Transformed, and we'll look at how the last 12 months have transformed families and children here in Central Iowa. The first one of those series is called Moms on the Edge. And I think we know it's no joke that the pandemic has had a disproportionate effect on women, and a lot of women who are at home with children have really struggled. So please join us for that. On May 29th, we will have our next unveiling of our May-June cover and our next DSM dinner party, hosted by none other than Deidre DeGier and Carla Walsh, who's another one of our contributors, and Christine will be a part of that. On May 6th, we will have an inclusion event. We unveil Inclusion Magazine as part of May-June's larger issue. So stay tuned for more details. What could be more important right now than talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion? So we have a good program for you. And then finally in May, we'll have our second Lifting the Veil event called Parenting Your Parents. So many people have been separated from their parents. They've been responsible for their parents, and many grandparent age folks have been really, really struggling being separated from grandkids or kids. So that's another subject that we think is just critical to focus on. So please mark your calendars and join DSM for something a little bit different than today. We also want to invite you to subscribe to our free newsletters and to our magazine. So to subscribe to our newsletters, you can go to dsmmagazine.com and you can subscribe to DSM Weekly, DSM Weekend, DSM Wealth, or IA, which is our statewide newsletter that comes out twice a month. And if you want to make sure that you get the magazine, you can subscribe to DSM at dsmmagazine.com. And to our annual IA magazine, go to iapublication.com. Before we wrap, we want to thank our sponsors once again. Especially want to send special thanks to Community State Bank, our presenting sponsor for the awards presentation today, and to President and CEO Kurt Gibson for joining us and helping us with the home award. Thanks, Kurt. We also want to give a shout out and thanks to Spectrum Lighting and Interiors, Gilchrist Jewett, Warner Stellian, and Urbandale Urban Loop. Yes, I said it right. I also want to thank my co-hosts, Christine Riccelli and Deidre DeGier. Christine, what did you think?
Thought it was fabulous in every regard. Thank you everyone for coming.
And Deidre, what are your final thoughts? What are you going to remodel or do next?
Oh man, I'm gonna need a bigger boat. But I can't wait. It has been incredibly inspiring, and I loved all the ideas and concepts. It's so great to just see all of the talent that exists in our community.
And finally, we want to thank all of you for joining us today for this first of its kind virtual show. Many of you are the winners and awardees today. Congratulations, and thank you for entering. We hope that you've enjoyed this as much as DSM has enjoyed presenting these great homes and designs. Thanks again to the whole DSM and Business Publications team for your hard work. So one of the big questions is, will we do this again? Of course. We want to see even more fabulous DSM homes and designs. Our entry process for 2022 will open up in late summer. So please submit entries or encourage your design and home industry friends to submit. Please make sure that you pick up your copy of the magazine at a location near you or subscribe for stunning home coverage year-round. And we hope that next year we will be celebrating the Home Design Awards in person with a red carpet together once again. So here is to inspiring design and home, to our judges, and to the talented professionals in our midst. Thank you for making Iowa more beautiful. Thank you and good night, everybody. This concludes our program and we'll be signing off. Thank you.